Hey socialites, welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm Ariell. I do mainly beauty videos, fragrance, and lifestyle. So if those are the type of videos you enjoy, I'd love for you to hit the subscribe button and come join the family. So in today's video, we're gonna be doing this super glowy complexion, glittery featured makeup for the holiday season. I got the Dior cushion powder, which I'm using today, that I have been wanting to try for a while. And I also picked out one of their Sequin glittery lipsticks that has been viral all over social media. Now they have some limited edition gift sets that I have never seen on Dior.com before. There were so many to choose from, I really didn't know which one to choose. Dior lip oils are like second to none, they're so top notch. And they had at least a couple of the gift sets that came with the lip oil in them. With your purchase from Dior.com, you do receive a complimentary gift, and you can also leave a personalized note inside of your package as well. So my free gift with purchase was Rouge Truffle, which is one of their Privé fragrances. And when you see this berry colored juice, that's just what you're getting. This is so beautiful. I've honestly never heard of this before, but look, people need to be talking about it because it's gorgeous. It's sweet, it's feminine, it's sort of soft, it's fun, it's a little ambery. I'm not sure if, you know, amber is a note in it, but that's what I get from it. This is absolutely gorgeous. So if you know somebody that's into like feminine, bright or fruity scents, but they're a little bit more bougie, consider this one right here. So the set that I picked out was Hypnotic Poison, that comes with the perfume and the body lotion. I had never smelled Hypnotic Poison before, but I've heard a lot of people talk about it. Y'all, this is so pretty. It's like a sweet, almost like bubblegummy vanilla scent that's a little sexy. Y'all, this is good. And I did test out the lotion as well. So the lotion comes in a twist top with one of those type of openings, and it just feels really luxe, like one of those luxe, like a decadent creamy lotion, you know what I mean? So I feel like I made a good choice on the set because honestly they had so many good ones this time around, I didn't know what to get. So if you're looking to gift one of your loved ones something really luxurious and they love beauty and they're sort of bougie, or either you want to impress them, check out Dior.com. I'll have all the information in the description box as well as pinned in the comment section. If you want to see how I got this glowy, glittery, holiday inspired look, then keep watching. Okay, socialites, so I have a glowy look in mind. I want to do wintertime glowy, or like holiday glowy. That's the idea I have in my head anyway. So I've already moisturized. I'm going in with two of my favorite Dior Prep products, which is the Glow Veil and the Star Filter. So the Glow Veil is a bit sheer, but it leaves a beautiful glow to the skin. And it helps my makeup to last a little bit longer throughout the day because it is a primer. And whenever I use the Glow Veil, I like to use a foundation or skin tint that's on the sheer side. That way we can see the glow through the product. My favorite Dior foundation happens to be Natural Nude. This one is highly slept on. I'm in the shade 5N, and it's called Natural Nude because it is on the sheer side. So I'm gonna take 2 pumps of Natural Nude. This shade matches me so well. It matches me better than any of their other foundations. And then the Glow Filter, it's sort of my skin tone. This one is in the shade 5, but this is like one of those super glowy, radiant products as well, like it gives you a golden glow. So Star Filter is not one that you could wear as a foundation because you will look like a golden disco ball, okay? But I like to mix the two together. Mixing the Star Filter with the foundation makes it a little bit warmer, which I'm okay with. And I start applying in the areas that I need the most coverage first. All of these products do have a floral-like scent to them, like most luxury products do. Oftentimes when people think about glowy makeup, they think summertime, but I'm one of those who likes a good glowy finish in the winter as well, especially if it's like hydrating, because with my normal combo skin, it just works better for me. and stays longer. So my hyperpigmentation is still slightly peeking through, which I expected because this does give me basically like medium coverage. So I am gonna conceal those spots. Dior Forever Skin Correct. I use shade 4.5 and 3.5. So I'm going to take the butt of my sponge with a little bit more of the product that's sort of left over on my hand, the little foundation cocktail we made. Very, very little, and lightly go over the area, the whole area where I concealed the dark marks, just to make sure everything is really smooth. So now that we have our super glowy base, I'm going to move on to bronzing. So take your favorite cream bronzer. Okay, y'all, so I'm super excited for this one. This is the Dior Forever Cushion Powder. Never tried this before. Love trying new products. It's in the shade medium. I love the leather-like cushion material. Comes with a full-size mirror and a Dior puff of the cover, and then you could open it up. So going right into the powder and making sure that it's smooth on my puff. I like this shade, but I feel like you could be really deep dark and wear this powder as well. And just setting the forehead area here. And I'm taking the same Dior Cushion powder just to set the lids. Okay, socialites, so we're gonna work our way down with this eyeshadow look. We're gonna start with a medium tone brown. It could be just a little bit deeper than your skin tone to where to show up on your eye, but it's just like a medium tone brown, whichever is like your favorite go-to transition color, but on the lighter side. You see how this is adding a little bit of color but not a whole lot. So now I'm going to take a medium reddish brown that's going to be a lot warmer than our transition shade, a little deeper than our transition shade, and place that right in the center of where the first shade was. So we want a little bit of the lightest shade to slightly still peek through. Not a whole lot, just a little bit of it. That's what's going to give us that perfect blend. And with this shade, we're going to sort of bring it out because I don't want a rounded look. I want like a snatched up that way type of look. Okay, so now I'm going to take a deep darker brown. You could do like a dark chocolate, or it could be cool if you want it to be. So we want to blend out the outer edge first and go outward like we did that reddish brown shade, but we don't want to cover up the reddish brown. We still want that shade to sort of peek through. So this is where we make the eye look holiday. Okay, I'm gonna take a beautiful iridescent green shadow. Use whatever your favorite green shadow is. It doesn't have to be this shade or this tone. It could be deeper than this, it could be brighter than this, whatever you think gives like festive green or your favorite green. I feel like during the holidays is when we can play with color. Imagine how much crease I have. I'm using just that much more above it. That way it gives me the illusion of having a little bit larger of a lid. Now the next step is optional. You could sort of be done here and just clean up your transition shade, but I have a green that's a little bit deeper than this green, and I'm going to use that to sort of mesh between my dark brown and my green so I can have like a smoother transition. But like I said, this step is not completely necessary. So it goes from like a medium green to like a deeper green to like the chocolate brown. And you can sort of go back and forth until it looks completely seamless. I'm gonna use a felt tip liner. And while that liner is still kind of wet, you wanna go over with a jet black eyeshadow to sort of smoke it out a little bit. It's gonna give it a softer appearance. So I'm going to use this blue green in the waterline, and before that dries down, I'm going in with the deeper green that I used in the eye look to smudge that out. And then I'm going to take a matte green. I'm going to do matte on the outer, probably like outer third. Taking my Dior Backstage palette, I'm going to use the lightest shade in the palette. Finishing powder to put underneath the eye. I'm going to use a Terracotta shade blush. Then I'm going to take my favorite Dior blush, which is 001 Pink. It's like a cool shade, light pink blush. I like to use this as like a transition blush. Just helps it to look a lot softer. Go right over the edge of the terracotta shade. See how we have that line here and now we don't have a line there? And don't be afraid to let that blush hug right underneath the corner of the eye. Back in with the Dior palette, I'm going to use the bronze shade and the golden shade. So with the bronze shade, I'm going over the area that maybe like contour or bronzer would be. And this is gonna add like a more of a glowy effect. And then the lighter golden shade, I'm gonna go right at the top of my cheekbones, almost meshing in where the same place I have the lightest blush. Back in with the bronzy shade, I'm gonna apply it right in the same areas that I did my cream bronzer. Going back into the eyes, I want to add a super shimmery shadow just to the center. Like pop it right in the center and nowhere else. Because this is a wet product, I'm just going to lightly tap around the edges of it so it can fade and dry in place. So now I'm going to add the Rouge Dior Sequin lip color. Now these are the Dior lip colors that you let completely dry. And once it completely dries, you rub your lips together and it just becomes the most beautiful glittery look. I've been seeing this all over social media. I've seen most people use the red one, which is stunning. So I wanted to switch it up and use like this rosy shade. So I'm going to do a wine color liner. And then apply the Dior lipstick. That's actually really pretty. I was so hung up on which one of these to choose. I'm really happy with the way this looks, and I feel like this shade of pink goes so perfect with the green eye. 353. So I'm gonna let this completely dry for like a minute and then rub the lips together. This is so pretty. I feel like I could have added a little bit more. Let's add a little bit more at the top to see if we can build it up. Is this not giving holiday party? So let's make sure that it lasts all day. Hopefully you guys gained a little bit of inspiration for your holiday looks, especially if you want to do something glowy or glittery. So comment down below, let me know what you think. I'll have everything I used linked in the description box, as well as pinned in the comments. So be sure to check that out. If you're new here, welcome. I'd love for you to come join the family by hitting the subscribe button. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.